Along Highway 60 in North Georgia, leading to a town called Suches, there's a place called Two Wheels of Suches. It's a motorcycle campground slash hangout. This is going to be my ride from just north of Blue Ridge to Twos, as we call it. So you guys sit back, enjoy the ride. So as I pull up here to the stop to actually turn left here on 60 headed towards Suches, there's a sign there next to the green sign that says steep curves and grades next 33 miles. I tried to zoom in on the back end and editing software really wasn't going to let me do that. That being said, they're not joking, guys. So fortunately, this was my first ride with my Garmin GPS. It's the Zumo XT. I'll do a video on that at some point. But having done this road before, sometimes the signs tell you what's coming up and sometimes they're not there. I don't know if they just didn't put them out or if somebody hit them over time. So having the GPS in this particular model GPS really did a good job of saying, hey, steep curve, you know, it would flash red, things like that. Just ride your own ride. I know folks are more skilled or have more time in the seat than I do that can probably take them faster than I can. All I know is that it's cheap insurance to slow down through some of these, and some of the banking on these turns is kind of weird. So yeah, definitely pay attention to the signs. Obviously on a bike you can typically take them a little bit faster than you can on four wheels. That being said, not a good area to go off the road. The steep grades part of it and just the remoteness of it all. Yeah, that could get real hairy real fast. For folks that are wondering what camera I'm using that's allowing me to do all this cool angle switching around and stuff, fear not, it's nothing I do while I'm riding. I was using the GoPro Max 360, so all the different angles are done on the back end. So it's definitely cool, and I actually got this camera specifically for motorcycle riding. But as you may have seen in some of the shorts, you can clamp it to a rifle and get all sorts of cool stuff as well. So still figuring that out. It's pretty neat what all you can do with it. You can use it like a normal GoPro if you want it, but the whole point to me is to be able to get all sorts of stuff without really moving the camera to different points of view. So lets me focus a little bit more on riding and then seeing what sort of footage I got when I got back. So if you're into this and you're looking for a camera, so far so good with the 360 Max. It did a pretty good job smoothing this out. You get to the end of the video and I'm off on gravel, and you can definitely tell that it was struggling to stabilize that. To be fair, it was a Forest Service road that had definitely been rutted up, as those tend to get that way. But I think it absolutely, just having ridden this route and now watching the video back, I think the camera does a good job of kind of capturing that. And it's waterproof and impact resistant and all the stuff that you'd want in a camera that's going to be on the handlebars through God knows what. So yeah. I just figured out that I hadn't really told you guys what bike I'm on. So if you're new to the channel, this is my 2014 Triumph Tiger Explorer. So it's an adventure touring bike, mainly touring for me, but folks have done all sorts of cool, more rugged stuff on them. I'm just not there as a rider yet to really be pushing this thing too hard off-road. It is a heavy bike for what it is, 1215 cc's. But plenty of power to get up and down the highway, and nimble enough, surprisingly, on some of this back road stuff. So that is cool for sure. If you guys like this sort of content, to my more regular viewers, I know this is quite the departure from what you've seen in years past. If you like it, go ahead and hit the like button. If you don't mind, comment. Let me know what's going on, because as time has gone on, there's all sorts of stuff I can do motorcycle-wise. Some of the things I do safety-wise and preparedness-wise on the bike that I'd be more than happy to show you guys. I try to have enough stuff on there so that worst case scenario, I've got to go, I don't have to go, but I go ride and I don't have anybody else that can go with me, and something bad happens, end up stranded, whatever. I try to keep enough stuff on the bike that I can take care of water, shelter, food, first aid, obviously. There's enough stuff with me to buy me some time there. Which will bring up medical training and stuff like that, which I do have a whole video planned on in the future. But yeah, let me know what sort of motorcycle content you want to see, and I'll kind of tailor what I make to that. Have no fear, this is not going to become a motorcycle only channel. This is just what I really enjoy doing right now, and it's a ton of fun. So if you can't tell by this point in the video, I was stuck behind this guy. There was no passing zones, and after a couple brake checks, as you can see from the video, I really wasn't following him that close. Just one of those. Yeah, so been behind him for a while. That is the downside to roads like this, is there's not normally a good way to get around people unless there's passing zones, and 60 doesn't really allow for that many. So when I saw that he was going to pull down here, I went ahead and got around him. Thankfully made the rest of the ride that much more pleasant. So yeah, it was a good time. Beautiful roads. This is exactly why, though, I would recommend doing this ride through the week, not necessarily on a weekend, just because, especially with the wildlife management area this time of year, deer season, all that good stuff, folks may be clogging up the roads. If you're on a bike, it does get kind of tiresome, but absolutely beautiful.
filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see. Whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders, like moving boulders just to get out of the home. It sucks, I've had enough, I don't wanna feel the stuck under the rug, all my problems that I shove. I got nightmares in my head, I feel like the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I feel like the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. It sucks, we finally feel like giving up. Oh God, no luck, everything feels like you're sticky stuck. I'm lost, handcuffed to the bed where I sleep, don't give a fuck. Can't stop, unplug, feeling overwhelmed, I think I've had enough. Gotta find a way to get some energy, gotta find someone who's a good friend of me. I need purpose to make it all worth it. I'm still searching and I'm still learning. I want a life that's filled with memories, not a life with a brand in front of me. I need focus to keep me from hopeless psychosis if I keep moving. I got nightmares in my head, I feel like the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I feel like the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff.
just past the school there, so it does kind of come up on you quick. It is a school zone, so be aware. That would not be good to get tagged out having a good time and get a ticket or whatever. So we're actually going to be coming up on 2s or 2 wheels of Suches here soon. Fantastic place. I'm going to drop a link down in the description. Please check them out. It's an awesome place. It's that red building there on the right. Depending on when you go, sometimes it's packed, sometimes it's not. I've never seen it completely empty, which is pretty cool. Motorcycle folks love to sit and talk and learn about your bike. You learn about theirs. Really good time. Definitely check it out if you're in the area. Now what I'm doing here is just coming up to the Cooper's Creek Wildlife Management Area. This is a pretty cool spot where you can go trout fishing. There's a creek, taking the kids there and they played in there. There's also a swinging bridge, suspension bridge over the creek and river and whatnot. It's a really cool place, but I want to play around a little bit. Unfortunately, I got a little ways out here and realized that not only did I not have enough fuel to do much playing around out here, I was a good ways away from the closest gas station, and I really did not want to get stranded. But nonetheless, beautiful time of year. Nobody was hunting during this time of the day, so it was a perfect time to go out there and just kind of cruise around on the gravel.